All right, now let's get into the season premiere. Hello, welcome back to Tea with Taivy. It is so hot today. Today we are drinking strawberry pomegranate. If you clicked on today's video, then you already know what we're going to be discussing. Of my favorite shows, and that is Bridgerton. I watched all of Bridgerton season 3 part 1, and I want to talk about it here. But I just want to sit down and talk with you guys about Bridgerton, like give you guys my thoughts on it, my opinions, my predictions, my hopes, and everything. I also have with me today some strawberry cheesecake. It is so pretty. It's melting a little bit because it's a little warm in here, but I do have this. My strawberry pomegranate tea. This is perfect with that. All right, now let's get into the season premiere. In preparation for this season premiere, I tried to host a little watch party. I made like a little evite, and I also invited like my friends to watch with me. Unfortunately, that did not work out because TikTok did not allow me to live stream on my page, and then some people had difficulty accessing the teleparty link. I still watched the premiere on my own. I'm gonna splice that vlog into this episode now, and when you come back, we're gonna talk about the entirety of season 3 part 1. Okay, we are at my vanity desk. I'm gonna be doing my makeup. I want to show you guys my new manicure. If you can see it. It's only been a week and they still look amazing. I get my nails done by Corella Claus on Instagram, so I'll tag her social here. Today is May 16th. It is the season 3 premiere of Bridgerton. I'm gonna be streaming that tonight. So I've been up all day cleaning, organizing, breakfast, kind of like brunch. And right now I'm gonna do my makeup. I'm so sorry for the noise in the background. Actually, I just realized I have my mic, so I'm just gonna plug this in. It's like a noise canceling thing. If you're a content creator, or if you just like need a really good voiceover thing for CapCut, TikTok, you can go to my Amazon shop, or just click the link in my description and you can go on. I basically decided that I wanted to have a watch party for Bridgerton. I haven't filmed like this in a minute, so what we're doing now is makeup, and then I'm gonna go to Target. Okay, I just finished my makeup. These are like these everyday lightweight natural lashes, and I'm just wearing two different glosses. I think one's Revlon, the other one is Rimmel. There's like a little glitter in this. And I think for today's scent, we're gonna go with Guess, the Bella Vita. It's so good. All right, let's go to Target. Okay, I am back, and you probably can't tell, but I am already exhausted. It was so windy outside. I figured we'd do a little haul. I went to the freezer section first. I got some pizza, the Tyson buffalo chicken strips. I'm so excited for this. This is the rainbow sherbet. It's fat-free, and I remember having this often as a child. This as well, this is avocado mash. I had to get more stevia because I do use this as a sugar alternative. Cheetos, oh my god, these are not Cheetos. These are my favorite Cheez-Its. It's a small bag of Lay's chips. I'm gonna make some kettle popcorn, and I'm gonna put this in the bowl with it. That's it for the food. That's all the food. Starbucks pink drink. It's still pretty cold. I just wanted to taste it. Let's see. I mainly got it because it's pink. I thought it was cute. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I got this big bowl. Really excited about this. You can never have too many candles. This one's called dried lavender and oak. I'm gonna go put all this stuff in the kitchen and just go cook dinner. All right, this is how it's looking before we mix it up. This is what it looks like after. Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. I can't even like describe to you, like I'm so proud of myself for making this. It's like, it didn't even take that long to whip it up either. I like this better than Chipotle. I was so tired from that day that I only watched the first episode of season 3, part 1. I remember when there was 20 minutes left in the episode, my eyes were literally closing. Don't eat cheesecake often, but it's so good. Now, a few days later, when I wasn't so exhausted, and I just stayed in the bed and watched the rest of Bridgerton, so just the other 3 episodes. Starting with the first episode, we have mostly Anthony and Kate. Oh my gosh, almost forgot her name. It was more like the honeymoon and the satisfaction of seeing what happened in season 2 kind of carry out into the 3rd season, so we could be happy and they're together, they're happy, they're in love, this is beautiful. I also think that as of season 3, like you can tell when a cast is super comfortable with one another. Just the body language, perfect scene when you're seeing all the Bridgertons waiting for Francesca in the first episode. You really can play on, oh, we've known each other for years. Kind of what you're trying to sell to the audience is that we're a believable family. We've grown up together, but even though they kind of seem that way in the first 2 seasons, it's really palpable now because now we know the families. They don't have to introduce themselves anymore. And it's just such a beautiful moment to see all of the characters of the ton just kind of having their inside joke energy. So in the first episode, Penelope is trying to get a new look. We see the Bridgertons are together, and also Francesca is debuting. I think the casting for Francesca was great. I was super excited to see her. I think that everything going on with Francesca is cool, even though this season we're really trying to focus on Penelope and Colin because it's Penelope's 3rd season out in society. We are hoping that she finally, gets a match. Honestly, I totally respect the fact that if for no other reason, just to get her freedom, she's willing to marry. That episode to me felt more like coming back to school after summer break. Everyone knew each other, but everyone was going through growth spurts and changes, and Colin, of all people, very much reminded me of that one boy who over the summer went to summer camp and like grew up and had all these experiences, like 6 foot tall now, he has no acne, girls love him, and that's what it reminded me of. But it's Colin, so like there's a place where we love him and we're just like, oh, Colin. Then part of me was wondering, like, what was he really going through in the last season? Like, what was that European trip really like? In the next episode, when she asked Colin to do lessons, it was more like, teach me how to be agreeable to society because my method's not working and I trust you. As if she's broken or something, you know. That trope, you know, was just ridiculous. But, you know, so the second episode, I think, was one of the most entertaining episodes for me because we just got to see Penelope and Colin more so associating with one another in a way that we have never seen before. It was still bittersweet though, knowing that Penelope and Eloise are not like this anymore, but I'm hoping that gets better. In the third episode, we see that Penelope has a chance to get to know that the new Lord, I forget his name, I'm so sorry, names are escaping me today. He's really into nature and everything, and she's smart. It's like it would be a marriage of convenience for her to be with him. He could give her the freedom and space that she desires to be the writer that she is and to do what she wants to do. And then he can travel the world and do what he wants to do and tend to his studies. But, you know, Penelope might actually prefer to just be with someone that she actually loves. I would love to be with someone who gives me the freedom to be all that I am, and he's not up under me and I don't have to conform to certain societal norms if I don't want to. But then part of me would just still also want to marry for love. So I can understand that too, which drives Lady Featherington insane. Lady Featherington has been through so much. I love that woman. Y'all can never make me hate her. She is literally a product of that time and she plays her role so well. She's so beautiful, she's so funny, but she's not ashamed of being flawed, right? She has 2 other daughters. One seems more foolish and the other one seems kind of mean, but they both seem like they're a little bit delayed in terms of like processing things and understanding what they're supposed to do and what their roles are as women in that society. There's a whole funny sequence where for many days, I guess Lady Featherington was under the impression one of her daughters was intimate, and the cat gets out the bag when we realize they haven't actually been intimate in a way that could result in them conceiving. And so instead of Lady Featherington acknowledging the fact that she does have a duty to her daughters to prepare them for these marital acts, as you want to call them, marital acts, she decides to take it up as if she's being punished. She throws her hands up to the sky like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. It's so funny to see that happening because you're just like, what do you mean? These are your daughters. Like, this is your job to make sure that they know what to do. And basically, the rush for Lady Featherington to save their estate and save their home, like, can you blame her? I mean, since day one, she has always tried to stay ahead of things. She's been so resilient. All she's banking on is that her daughters conceive so that she can secure their future. I don't blame Lady Featherington for being afraid of losing her place in society. It kind of reminds me of in Queen Charlotte, she had all those kids and they were adult children at that point when she needed a male heir. Half of them were nearing infertility and the other half were just lazy and didn't want to actually have children, or they were illegitimate children or whatever it was. And she was just like, Lee, need you guys to make a child so that we can secure the throne. And it was a whole thing. It reminds me of that. So the whole thing with Penelope and this perfect gentleman falls out of the sky and he's great and he sees her. That was hard for me to buy into because how often is that? Is that realistic, you know? But then again, we're in Shondaland, so it doesn't have to be realistic. Also, stop age shaming these people. Eloise may be in her 30s, the actress, but she totally looks like a young girl. A 20-year-old that is like mature. So shut it up with the ageism. You guys need to stop with the ageism. It's hard to watch Penelope go through so much because you can feel it. To watch her go through so much heartbreak with friendships and relationships and everything is like, it's palpable. Towards the end, when she was maybe going to get proposed to, I feel like Violet, she knows her kids so well. She loves love, and if she can see that her kids are happy with someone, she will do everything in her power to kind of like ease it in and make it possible. And I love that about Violet. Another side story that I kind of want them to dive further into, I hope they do in the second part of the season, is what the heck is going on with Lady Danbury's brother? Like, who is that man? What is he known for? She called him a rake. I know I didn't talk about the last episode. I'll talk about that briefly now. The carriage scene. I know y'all have seen it. I've seen it too. I enjoyed it very much. It was entertaining. It was super shocking. I didn't imagine I was gonna watch something like this. It wasn't too much. I think it was well done. I can't believe Colin. But then it makes me think, is like, this is how a lot of these men are. We will be there in your face saying, I love you, I really care about you, whatever. And then we finally move on because we realize, okay, he's aloof, he's not paying attention. As soon as we're somewhere else or we're trying our best to move on and leave you alone is when they start saying, oh no, like, don't leave, you can't be with them. It's not like Colin saying you belong to me. It's more like him saying, like, please, I love you and I see that now. It's a beautiful thing. I don't want to talk too much more about the season because the second part of the third season premieres this week, but I'm really excited for Bridgerton season 3 part 2. I hope you guys liked my vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed spending time with me on Tea With Taivy. I love you guys for all the support that you give me. Have a wonderful day. Bye.